My buddy Chris made tens of thousands of dollars doing work for businesses for free in order to launch his company. And in this video, he's going to be breaking down how you can use his methodology in order to dominate your local area whenever you're just getting started with your business. I'm also going to share with you how you can backwards engineer larger companies' purchasing habits in order to land larger jobs for yourself. But if you want to learn how to make money parking lot striping in person with Chris, then fill out the form. It'll be the first link in the comment section and the description. And if you can't make it, then check out the How to Stripe course. It'll be the second link in the comment section description. In there, Chris goes over everything you need to know in order to start your parking lot striping business, how to make it profitable, and how to launch it successfully. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. What's it like in the beginning? How do you get bigger jobs and get your name out there? So Chris was kind of alluding to that previously about some of the information that's in the How to Stripe course. I'll give you guys a huge tip right here. A lot of it's Google My Business. You have to think from the perspective of the person that's going to be hiring you, right? How do they make purchasing decisions? Typically what they'll do is they'll Google a service provider. They'll Google parking lot striping. And what do? They pick the service provider that ranks number one and that has the most reviews. And so if that's how people are making purchasing decisions, then that's going to be how, we're ultimately able to get in front of them. So we need to figure out how to get our GMB listing, how to rank high, and all the factors that go in between that. And if we're able to rank higher than everybody else, then we're going to be the ones getting the call. Essentially, that's it, right? How are these big companies making these decisions on who's going to be coming to service the property, and how do we ultimately backwards engineer that to get in front of them? Chris has a very interesting thing that he did early on in his company, and how he got his first couple of jobs. So I'm gonna let him share that.
Well, what I did is I did it completely opposite of how people, I guess, traditionally view business. A lot of people, whenever they first get started in their business, of course, everyone starts a business to generate money, financial independency, so on and so forth. Of course, which was my motive as well. But what I did in the very, very beginning was I continued to work my job. I built my business on the side, and I positioned myself as a reputable company in the community that wanted to make a difference and an impact. I would go to mom and pop stores. I would go to high schools. I would go to schools that I went to, right, in time past, and I would do work for them for low cost or for even for free. And then I built our reputation as a company in a short period of time. What it did was is it had a positive reaction. For example, just think about like Jeff Bezos, for example. And I'm not any way comparing myself to him or his stature, but his methodology, right? So when he first wrote uh, his blueprint for Amazon, whenever he got all his investors on board, what Bezos did is he informed his investors that this was going to be an endeavor that was going to take some time to generate income. I don't think Amazon was profitable till they had been in business for like 5+ years. So they just ran even, but they built the brand and the reputation. So I thought from the same general concept, instead of just being focused on profit, 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 I thought, okay, how can I build a brand, leverage the brand that I'm building for consistent sustainability within the marketplace? That's the difference between me and then other people that start businesses is we weren't focus driven on profitability in the very beginning. We were focused on building a sustainable brand that people would recognize. Okay. So now when they deal with me, they're constantly being pumped with value. They're constantly getting pumped with value, with information, with a good price, with a reputable company. And we built a sustainable brand. And that's the difference, right? Like, guys, you can go out and start this and there's no reason why you won't be successful. But he talked about oversaturation. But there's a difference between someone who's just focused, driven on profit, and then someone who's focused, driven on profit, customer service, sustainability, reputation, customer relations. I mean, all these things are important. So in the very beginning stages, I implemented several ways on how to get customers. We teach all that and how to strive. But you essentially, the blueprint is you have to build a brand. Okay. I know people that did 100K their first year, their second year they did 60K. Well, why didn't they do 60K and then do 100K the very next year, and then 200K, then 250, then 300, then 500? Like it should never go backwards. There should be a forward progression. If you have a sustainable brand, you're going to get customers every time without question.
Well, build your brand and yeah, That's essentially it. So let's wrap on this, Chris, because I think, we handled everything with regards to the Q&A. We talked a bunch about, the equipment and everything else. For anybody who made it this far in the video, what should the word of the day be?
Get started.
Get started. If you made this far in the video, comment down below, get started. We will hashtag you a real one. We appreciate you guys for hanging out.